Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video of a movement meditation. My name is Kara Charette, and I am a pelvic floor physical therapist at Pelvic Health and Rehabilitation Center. And we have Maryssa Steffen joining us today, demonstrating as I guide you through this meditation. We're going to be focusing on our thoughts and how it connects to pain and sensation in the body today. So I'm first going to invite you to either lay on your back, and you can take any props you might want, a bolster underneath the knees, a pillow under the head or the pelvis, or like Maryssa, you can start in sitting. And again, be as comfortable as you need to be. So pillows underneath the sits bones. If you need to lengthen your legs out at any point, we want to make sure that we're set up for success. So finding your comfortable seat, let's start by just closing the eyes. Just coming into the space, as you close the eyes, just start to notice first sensation outside of your body. So notice any sounds that might be coming in, any smells, perhaps even taste. We're just starting with observation and noticing. And start to draw a little bit more inward. And can you start to notice any sounds within your own body? Maybe the sound of your heartbeat. Maybe it's your breath. Can you notice the air externally as it comes in through your nose, and follow that air all the way down past the throat, into the lungs, into the belly. Let's start to pay attention to our breath a little bit more, bringing our awareness to our rib cage. As you breathe in through the nose, can you imagine that rib cage expanding out to either side? You're even welcome to take your hands to your rib cage and feel the rib cage expanding. Can you imagine as that rib cage expands, your diaphragm muscle that lives underneath the rib cage is also expanding, starting to lengthen, drop. It's creating space for air to come in. And then as you exhale, there's just a passive recoil. That rib cage just gently comes back to where it started. Let this breath be gentle. We're not forcing it. If you have room for the belly to start to expand as well, when you inhale, feel the full torso, that rib cage and that belly expanding without straining. And then again, let that just passively come back. We're going to start to bring the attention now to the pelvis and how it connects to this breath, this diaphragmatic breathing. Can you start to visualize the pelvic bowl with the muscles, kind of like a hammock or a sling? And when you inhale, that rib cage expands, that belly expands, and maybe you even feel that sling of muscle start to expand. Like a balloon, everything billowing out on the inhale, and again, just passively softening on the exhale. If you feel you want to draw your hands to a place on your pelvis or maybe your belly, you're welcome to do so. And you can think about sending your breath there. And as you focus on your breath, see if you can notice where your thoughts are going. Can you come back to the moment of sensation? And if the sensation is pain anywhere in your body, can we start to observe that through a lens of curiosity? What is that pain sensation telling you? What can you learn from it? Pain is information, and a way for us to re-engage with our body? Can we find a way to escape into the discomfort instead of running away from it? If you're experiencing a sensation of pain or discomfort, you can bring your hands again to that area, or maybe invite a little bit of movement at this time. Perhaps you're feeling more weight on one sits bone and you want to start to shift away from that. Perhaps you're feeling tension at the front of the pelvis. Can you send your breath and allow that to release? Perhaps you're just feeling the stiffness of sitting for a longer period, and maybe you want to start to take circles, inviting movement, starting at the base of the pelvis. And that can work its way up your spine, to the rib cage, maybe through the neck, even to the jaw. Notice if you're holding tension in the jaw, can you start to let that release? And again, if you're noticing the thoughts are getting away from you, can you come back? And come back to an area of your body. Invite that lens of curiosity once again. How can we get closer to pain and discomfort in order to then understand it more? How can we observe our feelings in order to maybe change our perception of what we're experiencing in the body? Continue to move if that feels right. If stillness is serving you more, come back to the stillness. Find an anchor to the present moment in your body. Notice how the body is always changing. Sensations are always changing. It's a dynamic process. Can you embody this idea of change even to your concept of pain? Pain is never the same at every given moment. It is also a sensation that is constantly changing. Are you able to change it yourself with breath, with movement? How do you start to have a sense of control and connection in this relationship to pain? Notice again, how does your skin feel in this moment? Do you have any taste coming to your mouth? Is there a sense of smell meeting your nostrils? And what is that telling you? What could that be teaching you in this moment? Find an area in your body that feels really light, feels warm, the breath naturally wants to go to. And can you start to move from that? Maybe taking larger movements. If it means even changing your position, you can do so. Let that guide you. And can you connect that warm, light area of your body to an area that feels stuck, feels discomfort, feels pain? How can you get those two areas to connect? How can you use this anchor of that safe part of your body and send that energy to create safety in the other area of discomfort? When in doubt, you can always come back to the anchor of breath. How can you create this radical reorientation of thoughts and perception, of pain and sensation in your body? Very slowly start to reorganize to another comfortable position of stillness, whether that's in a new position, how you started, whatever feels that it will serve you in this moment. And come back to the anchor of breath. Noticing if there are changes. Notice where your thoughts are going. Can you come back to the presence of your body in this moment? And take a moment to encode this feeling you now have. If you're feeling a new sensation of lightness, of warmth, of safety, in a part of your body you may not normally feel that. Take a moment to really absorb that feeling and that sensation. Breathe it in with the inhale, breathing in light, warmth, and safety, and exhale anything that does not serve you in this moment. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here, filling the body with air, with a sense of calm. On your next exhale, let there be an audible sigh out. Let it all go. And then very slowly, when you're ready, you can start to blink open the eyes, maybe open and close the jaw, releasing tension in the facial muscles. And take a moment to thank yourself for showing up today for this meditation practice. I hope you have found some peace with this. And I wish you well on your journey to connect with your body.